So I always start off on freshly washed hair, and I do part it into different sections. I mean, being silly, I do part it into 4 different sections. Let's see, one side of my head, and I'm gonna do the other side in 2. Once I get that pinned up, and there goes my 3. Well, so far 3 sections, but most likely it's going to be 4. So I do spray my hair. It does get kind of dry when I wait too long, so I sprayed it down with the little loud-ass water bottles, I always say, but I spray it enough to where it's like completely damp. Not drenched in water, but damp. I am using the Kinky Curly, not today. Well, I'm sorry, Kinky Curly leave-in conditioner. Not today is the shampoo, but the Kinky Curly leave-in conditioner. I do use a good amount. So a heaping full amount. Make sure I get the ends of my hair all the way up to the top of my head. As you can see, my hair is starting to look more moisturized and not so dry. That is a really nice moisturizer by the way. But as you can see, it does thin my hair out a little bit more, and it's not as poofy. I ran out of the oil that I make, so I am using some avocado oil. It's kind of not too lightweight and not too thick. It's like an in-between oil, and I do like it because it leaves my hair pretty moisturized when I don't have the oil that I normally make. But I'm using the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I'm almost out of it, but that little bit honestly lasted me a long time. And I do use a heaping full of that, and I just put it on the whole section. Once I do the whole section, I shingle my hair in different strands. You can see, there it goes. I don't really separate the parts. I kind of let them clump together. Now, if it's too big of a clump, when I do pull them out of the section, if it's too big of a clump, I will separate it. But I normally just pull them out as they go because they're normally separate on their own. As you can see, and I don't like for my roots to be puffy, so I will add a little of the curling custard on my roots if it's sticking out too much. As you can see, I am shingling each and every strand. Something I forgot to say, the reason why I do put the moisturizer then the oil is because the oil is going to keep the moisturizer sealed in. So I do put the oil on there before I put the gel. And that's because I use my gel as my styler and the moisturizer, moisturizer than the oil. So that is the reason why I do it in that order. Now, through these next clips, if you see me add more product to the same section I've already added product to, it's because I feel like my hair did get a little dry. And it's okay to add just a little bit more. It doesn't hurt anything. But that's my really reason why I do it like that, is because I'll get to the part of a section and my hair will feel dry. And I add more product. Now, if a section does become too much, at one time I do make it a little bit smaller. So it's okay if you make the section smaller. Put your hair into smaller sections if you already parted it into sections. And it just makes it a little bit easier for me to add product and to see like what areas need more product and what areas need a little bit more tender loving care.
I need that gal to Tiffany. Fendi on my slippers and my clippings always slippery. I don't need help, I pay the bills on time. So I be yelling, fucking with a deal, they'll sign. Five little mama, you a 3-star. I ain't sleeping when I say I'm in my dream car. I better have a juku hyping. Barbie, I'm hot, I think it's kinda put the rice in. I was in the chair, I was gluing my weaving. When you hit the stage, they was booing and leaving. Young money, red flag, no more auditions. Ass little wine, who the 5-star bitches? In my face, shove it down my throat. Nigga, why you blunt? I can make this pussy. I know how to I can spin around and keep the dick still inside. Now you're mouth, you looking real scared. I'm a man eater, headhunter. I'm prepared. Yeah, you running now. You running. I'ma put.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am scrunching the bottom. My hair does curl at the bottom. I just always give it a little extra boost just to see it. And if you scrunch it, it doesn't mean that you'll have curly hair. It's just giving a little extra boost sometimes.
Don't you know? Can't you understand? If you fuck with me, I'll take your man. Bitch, I'll take your man. Don't play with me. Oh, that's your man?
So I don't always have a lot of shed hair, and that's what I do have because I do detangle in the shower, and I am starting on the next section now. Well, with the last section, I did the other part off camera to speed up this video. But as you can see, look at one side compared to the other, there is a big difference. And so just like any other, I'm gonna part and pin and all that good stuff. Wet up the section first with the loud ass spray bottles, I always say. But the same exact steps I did the first time, I'm gonna do this time. Okay, so what you're going to see within this clip is me parting my hair to this direction I want it to lay. Pretty much this is probably going to be my part. I may fix it. I want to say I did fix it, but I'm going to part of each section I want it to lay. I'm going to do each strand the way I want it to go. So you're going to see that there.
I'm hot, I think it's kind of put the rice in. I was in the chair, I was doing my weaving. When you hit the stage, they was booing and leaving. Young money, red flag, no more auditions. Ass little wine, who the five-star bitches? No, bitch, you know that nigga. You know that hoe. Done been to places I've been. Who can spend the grand that I spend? Fuck my 5 or 6 best friends, and you know that hoe. That's off the chain like me. That'll fuck the thing like me. Oh, no, off the thing like me. Now you know that hoe. That'll stand more ass than me. You know that hoe. paid. I don't care what you hate, saying I'm getting paid. I don't care what you hate, getting paid. I don't care what you hate, saying I'm getting paid. I'm saying I'm getting paid. I'm saying I'm getting paid. Go. I don't care what you hate, saying I'm getting paid.
So now I'm just kind of finishing up. I styled it to the side I wanted to style it on, as far as putting the hair that way. Give it a good shake, play with it. I'm gonna do that back in slow motion for y'all. So when I'm tying it up, I do the pineapple method. I let it dry for about 30 to 45 minutes. So I do the pineapple method. Depends on what scarf you got. I do have a pretty big scarf. This is not the big one. I couldn't find the big one, but I have a big one that actually likes cover most of my hair, and it's covering a good amount of it now. So once I get it up there and tie it the way I want to tie, as tight as I want it, so it won't come off in my sleep, which most times it'll slide off, sometimes it won't. But I'll just kind of put it at the top of my head. It's okay if your hair is still wet, and it'll give that good stretch in the back to elongate the back and give you a little bit more length. My husband and daughter popped in. We're having a conversation. As you see, I am tying it. I've tied it about 6 times because I couldn't get it just right. But all my hair is at the top. So you can just kind of play with it and see. And then I will get have a big bonnet, so I'll put the bonnet over it. And it will look a little funny if it flies back and forth. It's fine. You put the bonnet where you can see. If you hear my daughter talking, I do apologize. This is the next morning. As far as the morning time goes, this is the next morning. I do give it a good shake. Kind of play with it. And when you style it the way you want it to fall, it will fall that way. I spray it out, just spray it a little bit, trying to take some of the gel cast out. And she's helping me, you guys. But taking the gel cast out and just kind of dampening it up a little bit, trying to puff it out, get it out, give it a good shake, play with it. But spraying it does help soften the curls back up to where they just kind of fall. Sometimes they will be a little stiff, but the water will stiffen it, unstiff it out, I guess you could say. But that's basically how I get this look. You guys have a wonderful day.